Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty, and our degree candidates, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. I'm now ask everyone if you would please rise for the entrance of our national colors by the UT Arlington Corps of Cadets, which will be followed by the singing of our national anthem by Ashley Gant. Gentlemen, if you would please remove your caps for the national singing of the national anthem. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would now like to call upon Dean Nan Ellen to preside over today's ceremony. Dean Ellen.
Thank you, Provost Elsenbaumer. We are honored to have with us today our University President, Vistas Karbhari, University Provost and Vice President, Dr. Ronald Elsenbaumer, Vice President for Development, Michael Kingen, Vice President for University Communications, Lynn Waters, Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Timothy Quinnen, Assistant Vice President for Strategic Initiatives, Ashley Perkison, Vice President of Global Education Outreach and Extended Studies, Teresa Madden. Executive Director of UTA Fort Worth, Dr. Mike West. University Attorney, Shelby Bozeman. Vice President for Digital Teaching and Learning, Dr. Pete Smith. And Athletic Director, Jim Baker. Seated with us today are Dr. Scott Ryan, Dean of the School of Social Work, and Dr. Kimberly Van Noort, Associate Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies and Director of University College. The program directors for the School of Social Work, Dr. Beverly Black, Dr. Diane Mitschke, Dr. Regina Pretorius, and the program directors for the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, Bijan Youssef Zada, Dr. Yvonne Oderak, Dr. Pat Taylor, Dr. David Corsi, and Dr. Colleen Casey. We also have with us the Program Director for Interdisciplinary Studies, Dr. Donna Akers. We also have Dr. Carl Petruso, the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Morteza Khalidi, the Dean of the College of Science. We also have Dr. David Arditi and Dr. Vijayan Pillai. Serving as announcers for the candidates are Rebecca Bowles, the Assistant Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, Dr. Rebecca Hager from the School of Social Work, and Dr. Joan Reinhardt from University College. I would like to take a moment to recognize an important group of people who have helped each graduate reach this important milestone, members of the faculty. These dedicated women and men have not only provided you with important classroom instruction, they have also shaped your intellectual formation in studios, workshops, and in the community. They have served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the educated workforce, or some other post-commencement adventure. Would all members of the faculty please rise? Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Gail Thomas is President and CEO of the Trinity Trust to ensure the Trinity River Corridor, encompassing 10,000 acres, becomes the centerpiece of Dallas. Upon its completion, it will compose the largest urban park in the United States, with sports fields, trails, nature centers, and recreational opportunities ranging from kayaking to horseback riding. At the same time, it will protect downtown Dallas from future flooding while providing environmental restoration, improving transportation congestion, and spurring economic development. Prior to leading this effort, Dr. Thomas directed the Center for Civic Leadership at the University of Dallas, and she co-founded the Dallas Institute of Humanities and Culture and served as its director for 17 years. Over the last 3.5 decades, she has convened a series of conferences called What Makes a City? And these conferences have convened city planners, architects, artists, scientists, poets, teachers, business and civic leaders, and of course, social workers. The impact of these gatherings has been profound. Dr. Thomas's books include Healing Pandora, The Restoration of Hope and Abundance, Imagining Dallas and Pegasus, and The Spirit of Cities. She was instrumental in the creation of Pegasus Plaza in downtown Dallas and the restoration of Dallas's icon, Pegasus, the flying horse. Gail Thomas has received numerous awards, including the Kessler Award for Improving Quality of Life in Dallas, the Athena Award from the University of Dallas, the Award of Excellence in Community Service from the Dallas Historical Society, and the 2014 J. Eric Johnson Ethics Award from SMU's McGuire Center for Ethics and Public Responsibility. She has also been designated one of the Dallas 25 by D Magazine, Woman of the Year by Les Femmes du Monde, and an honorary member of the American Institute of Architects. We are extremely grateful to her for joining us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gail Thomas.
Thank you, Dean Ellen. I'm very happy to be with you this morning, and I'm grateful to be asked to speak with you. I want to talk about how each one of us can help, how we can make a difference. You walk out of this hall today and you commence the rest of your life. You commence to create a living world, a living, breathing, imagining world. Now, I want to begin with an image. This is a piece I wrote, actually, in 1985, and it just gives us an image that I want to use. I remember the crisp air on that June evening. My husband and I walked down Bloor Street with Jane Jacobs and her husband, Bob. Jane was guiding us to her favorite sushi bar. This was the first of many visits to Toronto to see Jane, and it didn't take long to realize that Bloor Street was Jane's street. "Hi, Jane," the man behind the fresh fruit stand yelled. "Hi, Steve," Jane waved back. Jane made certain we noted the fact that the shops were open well into the evening, and that the street was full of people talking and gossiping. A few were shopping, but the doors were open to the shops for social reasons, for coming and going. Now, I remember also the smells on the street. Food was being cooked. I remember smelling onions. Flowers were on the street, but also people, just lots of people. I remember being aware of the smell of city life, not repugnant, but the opposite, and I loved it. Coming from Dallas, where streets are not for people, I realized how I love city life with all the senses sharpened and alert. Now back to 2015. Degree in hand today, you're going forth into the making of our public spaces. Now, most of you I know already are. You're already engaged. But you are making our world, whether in policy or form. And if each one of us is tasked with the making of a good city, as I believe we all are, how do we discern what it is? How do we forge new paths and not lose our way? How do we create places that promote the common good? What tools do we use? Is there a logical answer? Well, remember Albert Einstein said, logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will get you everywhere. So I want to talk about imagination. We're each gifted with a magical elixir. I call it the third thing in architecture. So look carefully at this word, imagination. It's image in action, literally. It says in one simple word, if we get the image right, we are moved, compelled to act. So then what is the image? What is public good? What are civic virtues in the 21st century city? Now, Plato says, if you want to do anything in your life, you have to get that image planted in the iris of your eye so that everything you do, every act you perform, you see through that image. You see through that image long enough, and pretty soon you're looking at that image. You've achieved it. Well, what is the image? So I've utilized the teachings of one of my mentors, Dr. Donald Cowan, who was a physicist. He also loved poetry. He says there are 3 modes of knowing, and I thought you might just take this one home with you. Grasping, mapping, and making. These 3 modes have accompanied me through difficult projects in our city, through political battles, unfunded projects, lack of vision, and lack of public will. So the first, I think, is the most important. It's grasping. We must seek basic truths before we launch into action. There needs to be a reason to move, a basic need to be fulfilled. Now close your eyes just for a moment for me. Close your eyes and imagine the 20th century city. You see it immediately. This city is built to move us through it as quickly as possible. Fast lanes, fast food, lots of roads, more roads, airplane terminals, suburbs, shopping malls. Now grasp an image of a 21st century city. Now what comes? That realm, for me, includes scenes that remind me of what it means to be a human being again. Walking, sitting, sensing the wind on my face, smelling the fragrance of a garden or a bush or a tree, and then, of course, eating, sharing, cheering, and the vibrancy of working together. And beauty is present, that word we've neglected for so many years. Beauty, which has its own energy, and it propels us forward into action. Things come together, and we call it beautiful. And truth is present, because we just know that it's right. So now that's grasping. Mapping is easier. It's where most development projects actually start. So it's that grasping that's so crucial. Mapping is, of course, plotting the course, the design, the drawing. We chart the course, we make the plan, we design it, we prepare the MOU, we sign the contract. And then the last one, making. This is action, bringing the idea into being. The poet Alan Tate says, action is love carried to the heart. Once we love it, we cannot help but to act. So these 3, grasping, mapping, and making, form a litmus test for civic virtue. Now, amazingly, they're all there in one word. This word is architecture. Just look at this word, arch, which is the archoi, or the arch, the first principles of architecture, the archoi, the old ones, the ancient ones. The tectonics, weaving the old ones and the ancient ones into the culture of our own life, weaving that texture into our own life, and the URE, which is pulling us into the future, the URE, the culture. So this word then propels us forward. Now, I want to say finally that we need, each one of us, to make places that are healing. Each one of us has in our heart the desire to create a place that is whole, that's basic to our nature. It's basic to want to aspire to wholeness. The ancient philosopher Plotinus says everything aspires to wholeness. Every rock, every tree, every ripple of water. We each want to be the very, very best we can be. Well, we are forming a new culture, and the future is here. It's right here. It's in you. It's in all of you. We here are witnessing our new culture, and it gives me such joy. I loved watching you all parade in today. The marvelous, marvelous people that you are. And the 21st century, I want to say, is a time for the spirit of community. It's a communal spirit, the way the 19th century was given to the spirit of individualism. That doesn't work anymore. It's not about me anymore. It's about we, and that is our future. We will be learning in a new way in our cities, and this learning will be a way of intimacy. Now, I want to complete my remarks by a saying from Christopher Alexander. Some of you might know this. If you do, good for you. He says this: "There is one timeless way of building. It is 1,000 years old and the same today as it has always been. It is not possible to make great buildings or great towns or beautiful places or places where you feel yourself, places where you feel alive, except by following this way. It is a process through which the order of a building or a town grows directly from the inner nature of the people and the animals and the plants and the matter which are in it. It is a process which allows the life inside a person or a town to flourish openly in freedom so vividly that it gives birth of its own accord." This is love carried to action, of its own accord, to the natural order which is needed to sustain this life. It is so powerful that with its help, hundreds of people together can create a town which is alive and vibrant, peaceful and relaxed, a town as beautiful as any town in history. Each one of us wants to be able to bring a building or a part of a town like this to life. Each one of us has, somewhere in his or her heart, the dream to make a living world. That's Christopher Alexander. So go forth, graduates, create your dream and make a living world. Thank you.
Before you step down, Gail, I just want to say how grateful I am to have the honor to work with you, and we are so grateful for your wise and inspired words today. As a small token of our appreciation, we present you with this gift. I hope you will appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great. And now we begin the awarding of degrees. You will notice that many candidates have cords, stoles, and medallions to recognize their accomplishments and achievements. Some include a double gold cord indicating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. School of Social Work students who have been recognized for completing a certain number of service hours are wearing Phi Alpha medallion, a gold cord, and a gold stole. It is our pleasure to recognize the candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree. At this time, we will recognize the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs candidate for doctoral degree. Candidate for the doctoral degree in Urban Planning and Public Policy, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that this individual, by satisfactorily completing her current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for her degree as specified by her Graduate Studies Committee and the Graduate Assembly. At this time, I will ask the faculty member who will be hooding this student to come forward to hood her when her name is called.
Megan Toppin, Supervising Professor, Dr. Colleen Casey.
We now recognize the School of Social Work candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Dr. Scott Ryan, Dean of the School of Social Work, will present the candidates.
Thank you. At this time, we will recognize School of Social Work's candidates for doctoral degrees. Candidates, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly. At this time, I will ask the faculty members who will be hooding students who have satisfied the requirements for the doctoral degree to please watch for their students and come forward to hood them when their name is called.
Kingsley Chigbu. Supervising Professor, Dr. Beverly Black, Doctor of Philosophy in Social Work. Arti Maleko. Supervising Professor, Dr. Vijayan Pillai, Doctor of Philosophy in Social Work.
Please join me in congratulating our newest PhDs.
We will now recognize the master's candidates in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs and the School of Social Work. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their Graduate Studies Committees and Graduate Assembly. Candidates for the Master in Architecture degree, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Architecture.
Carolyn Amisa Adu. Elmira Ariavand. Santos Catalan. Arturo Chavez. Alexei Dukov. Porter Fuqua. Joshua Hallett. Francisco Javier Ibarra Reyes. Johnny Lemon. Velan Malaku. Lizardo Meza. Crystal Maria Portilla Arambide. Haron Ricketts. Tommy Salmi. Micah Schneider. Victor Angel Vielma. Juan Zhang. Zachary Zimmerman.
Candidates for the Master in City and Regional Planning degree, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of City and Regional Planning.
Corey Archer McClellan, Chelsea Sir Irby, Muzaib Raiz, Isaac Robles.
Candidates for the Master of Landscape Architecture, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Landscape Architecture.
Ryan Matthew Brown, John Michael Clothier, Krishan Patel, Charles Shai.
Candidates for the Master of Public Administration, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Public Administration.
Christina Ashton, Marlena Castillo, Jennifer Craig, Brian Delat, Stephanie Nicole East, Sarah Egan, Evan Groschel, Jacqueline Nicole Jackson, Heather Knox Hughes, Jamie Loya, Leticia McClendon, Adrian Nicole Moore, Mustafa Ali Muhammad, Erica Niruz, Prataporn Trirata Waraporn, Tasha Armida Velasco, Ashley D. Warren.
Congratulations to you all. Dean Ryan will now present the candidates for the master's degree in social work.
Wow. Woo. Candidates for the Master of the Social Work degree, please rise and come forward. Yes. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master in Social Work.
Bhupendra Udikari, Tornam Ajabin, Osayi Olivia Ibogan, Arlette Alameda, Kimberly Gay Allison, Valerie Nicole Alvarez, Rachel Ame, Hamza Amin, Crystal Marie Anderson. Elizabeth Awad. Cindy Bassi. Desiree Bernal. Madison Lee Black. Ariel Marie Brown. Brielle Sierra Brown. Krista Antoinette Butler. Delilah Campos. Mariana Carpio. Dancia Shea Carranza. Andrea Rochelle Carrillo. Karen Christine Carrillo. Mariah K. Castillo. Today O. Charles. Julia Clark. Shelley Rena Collins. Rebecca Colt. Madeline Consor. Peggy Sue Davis. Elizabeth Ann Dawson. Jonathan De La Rosa. Latasha Derrick. Karen Stephanie Diaz. Katie Donovan. Kervil Durand. Emily Michelle Eichmann. Crescenda Eckwer. Miata Chardonnay Everett. Louis Fancher. Alma Lisette Farias. Brennan Favor. Brittany Feldhaus. Yolanda Fox. Alicia Michelle Franklin. Courtney Ann Galloway. Beatriz Eugenia Garcia. Charity Chantel Gary. Charles C. Ann Garza. Serafina Yana Keys. Drugara Gibson. Lindy Michelle Gonzalez. Nashina Gover. Elisa Grannon. Jasmine Greer. Katrina Ava Melinda Hall. Jing Han. Kelsey Hanna. Nicholas Andre Hardy. Carla Harvey. Letitia Hayward. Yvonne Lynette Henry. Cassandra Hesse. Arisha Hicks. Carissa Marie Hicks. Antoinette Lachelle Hill. Corey Hines. Bethany Hodgson. Margaret Angela Hodson. Antonia Michelle Holt. Kim Holton. Mallory Dean Hudson. Ashley Nicole Huffstatler. Adriana LaShawn Hughes. Megan Alyssa Hull. Demetrius Hunter. Angela Jackson. Michaela Lynn Jacob. Susan Jensen. Erin Nicole Gisick. Jessica Jobel. Abby Carol Johnson. Ethel Vanessa Johnson. Serena Leslie Johnson. Matthews Joy. Samantha Jurek. Ashley Katie. Catherine Wilson Kirksey. Shannon Lee Kohlenberg. Amanda Cruz. Cassie Laney. Tajha Lewis. Marnisha Linear. Kiara Danielle Lloyd. Kamisha Blocker Lloyd. Caitlin Mackey. Karen Magruder. Victoria Malone. Chandra Marie Marsh. Lauren Martinez. Katrina Madison Thomas. Latoya Yvette Mathis. Jared Franklin McCain. Shauna McFarland. Brittany Renee Meredith. Dakisha Moore. Natasha Moore. Sue Ellen Mullins. Claudia Munoz. LaShawn Neal. Kenya Nicole Nelson. Stephanie Ann Nelson. Nora Nevares. Gabriella Seltzer Newell. Denisha Newton. Maria Wynn. Princess Cherie Norwood. Joshua James Nunley. Janelle O'Bennett. Jujidat Ogyubiyi. Chidema Oyikani. Candice Overly. Chantal Oyiwale. Amber Lauren Pace. Natasha Patillo. Ashley Estelle Peebles. Rebecca Allison Peeler. Abigail Santos Perales. Tiffany Lynn Price. Crystal Pruitt. Cynthia Lynn Rydell. Susan Margaret Robinson. Alicia Shante Rodriguez. Waikisha Roper. Michael Thomas Rupert. Crystal Saldivar. Jacqueline Samaniego. Nina Luis Sanchez. Raquel Sanders. Brittany Schultz. Kara Michelle Scott. Samuel Severson. Prashuna Sharma. Shauna Skidmore. Tammy Smith. Elizabeth Michelle Snyder. Donna Magdalena Solis. Stacy Sotillo. Ashley Danette Taylor. Sandy Tezowick. Shalonda K. Thomas. Shatavia Fatima Thomas. Sierra Thomas. Dewey Tronvo. Shirley Turpin. Alexandra Page Vanderstuyf. Jessley Varghese. Natalie Hill Vinzant. Laura Page Wagley. Bethany Wallace. Courtney Washington. Charlene Clovisy Webb. Ashley Nicole White. Kaylor Charm Williams II. Shaw Williams. Vidisha Williams. Dana Williamson. Termaine Willie. Nicole Willis. Jasmine Janae Wilridge. Amber Wilson. Emily Kathleen Wilson. Shelley Ann Wilson. Tefania Wingfield. Mariah Winslow. Maxine Wolf. Tiffany Woods. Angela Wright. Destiny Clark Williams. Jian Yun. Nirha Yusuf. Lisa Dawn Zychek. Mindy Nicole Zamaripa. Laura Zavala. Angel Zubia. Jennifer Lynn Hahn. Sarah Marie Medina Hernandez. Tasha Lakeitha Red.
Congratulations to you all. Woo. Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please rise? These candidates, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by the department faculty and the undergraduate assembly. I am pleased to recognize that they are completing the degree for which they have been certified. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. Dean Ellen will now present the candidates for bachelor's degree in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Architecture degree please rise and come forward? We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Architecture.
Ali Mahdi. Megan Paris. Octavia Marie Pickney. Talia Rueda. Jose Eduardo Zamora.
Will the candidate for Bachelor of Science in Interior Design degree please rise and come forward? We will now recognize the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Interior Design.
Yesenia Hernandez.
Congratulations to all of you. Dean Ryan will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the School of Social Work.
Candidates for Bachelor of Social Work degree, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelors of Social Work.
Uchi Abagam, magna cum laude. Desiree Agee, magna cum laude. Letitia Monique Alexander, cum laude. Tania Alonso, cum laude. Raven Alston. Ariane Baptiste. Ruth Barajas, magna cum laude. Araceli Garcia Bautista. Shabiki Bell. Ashley Cherie Bergaziano. Donna Cooper Bowman. Christopher Bordnax. Marina Elaine Burrows, cum laude. Brianna Calvert. Nancy G. Cantu, magna cum laude. Carmen Castillo, summa cum laude. Melissa Marie Serta. Jessica Chambers. Lorelei Jade Chambers. Netu Cherian. Cassandra Cisneros. Jessica Danielle Clough, cum laude. Maya Cherie Kofer. Amy Marie Connor, magna cum laude. Joshua Lane Creasy, summa cum laude. Frankie Marie Davis. Christina De Luna. Keisha Downs. Luciana Duenas Sanchez, cum laude. Ashley Ann Enriquez. Antonia Aramuselli. Aubrey Michelle Farr, magna cum laude. Jadelle May Favela. Tamika Flournoy. Nathika Gill. Keely Dominique Gilmore. Stacy Ann Graham, magna cum laude. Shatonda Monta Green. Courtney Gully. Priscilla Haros. Ivana Patrice Harper. Dimitri Hobbs. Shalonda Kishon Halaman Brooks. Anisha Mary John. Leslie Marina Johnson, summa cum laude. Cheryl Jones. Melanie Lynn Kelly. Angela Nicole Kennard. Reagan Darrell Lee. Marilyn Loya. Nuri Marquez, magna cum laude. Yvette Martinez. Rocio Martinez. Ashley McCain Garcia. Hannah Medina. Chandler Lee Miller. Anissa Michelle Mills. Cheryl D. Mitchell. Anwar Mohammed. Elizabeth Moreno, summa cum laude. Yvonne Elizabeth Munoz. Ashley R. Nafziger. Jenny T. Wynn, cum laude. Abra Faith Parker. Carol Ann Pierce. Janaldi Prikodko, summa cum laude. Roxana Adrian Reed. Daisy Rizzo. Angelica Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Hava Shira Roush Carlisle. Avon Shiro. Angelica Sierra. Claudia Esmeralda Siller. Kimberly Simons, magna cum laude. Catherine Michelle Snyder. Alicia Spriggins. Jessica Noel Stokes. Amy Elizabeth Thatchett, magna cum laude. Toime? Maria Toime. Lucero Valdez. Ashley Vanderwater. Ajante Suchet Kaimi Wilson. Lacey Mayberry. Kabibi Washington. Tasha Lee Williams. Portia Monique Wilson. Stacy Elaine Wilson. Charity Lynette Woodard. Victoria Nicole Woodruff. Marie Gonzalez.
Congratulations.
Dean Van Noort will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees from University College.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Art and Bachelor of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Studies, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize candidates for bachelor's degrees in interdisciplinary studies.
Deanna Aguiar. Garen Bayless. Avette Bohini. Randy Michelle Burns Harris. Brandon Jamal Coleman. Craig Fike. Alejandra Gatica. Claudia Guevara, magna cum laude. Alyssa Harris, cum laude. Tyler LaCrae Hazelwood. Samantha Gale Hendrickson. Jabril Holman. Francis Jacobson. Shampal Brashan Jones. Deandra Dawn Kennedy. Hazel Kigera. Stephen Ray Lampkins Jr., cum laude. Morgan Lester. Jacqueline Olahalani Lichtig, summa cum laude. Nareda Mendez. Michael Craig Newton. Nkiruka Ononobi. Wendy Patricia Ortego Guerrero. Beatrice Elizabeth Palacios. Maria Paz. Kirsten Elizabeth Reed. Annalisa Rodriguez. Myrna Lisette Romero. Taylor Ann Scott. Lauren Ashley Simeon. Lysandra Spears, Joy Anna Stennett, Christina Marie Valentine, Amber Marie Wallace, magna cum laude, Bria Tanae Ward, Samantha White, Tristan DeJuan Williams, Ashley M. Wright,
Candidates for Bachelor of Science in University Studies degrees, please rise and come forward. We will now recognize the candidates for Bachelor of Science in University Studies.
Jesse Adame, Fernando Alcocer, Josh Alexander, Jonathan Mayer Almansour, Colby Annette Amato, Shada Abdelhamid Amous, Devin Wallace Argo, Margaret Vargas, Nakia Bedford, Yami Betancourt, Shanira Cass Blair, John Robert Bonsall, Mary Ann Boyd, Ashley Danielle Brooks, Colton Taylor Brown, Megan Elizabeth Bush, Arij Wael Bushmak, Brandon Leon Butler, cum laude, William Campbell, Federico Canura, Amber Se Alicia Chason, Stephanie Chavarria, Megan Elizabeth Clinkscales, Kirsten Carol Collier, Stephen Brandt Collier, Richard B. Combs, Stephen Combs, David Cortez, Erin Rochelle Patrice Dawson, John Walsh Dubose, Cecily Dunn, Jeremy Allen Dutcher, Bethany Ann Eberhardt, Charlicia Edwards, Lakeisha Edwards, Jeffrey Dean Evans Jr., Jacqueline Tammy Fair, Arus Fuzzle, Eric Michael Floyd, Erica Ford, Douglas Ray Fox, Deidre Michelle Franklin, Mary Elena Garza, Yvonne Brown Gilliam, Angelina Gomez, Nate Gomez, Chelsea Marie Gonzalez, Abel Jesus Gonzalez, Maria Luisa Gonzalez, Ilich Yosef Granados, Terry Orrin Griffin Jr., Justin Griffith, Julie Grimmett, magna cum laude, Juana Elizabeth Guzman, Elahe Hagiri, Crystal Lane Hampton, Paul Hanhart, Jillian Dunn Harris, Corey Michael Hartman, Brittany Nicole Hawkins, Tiaria Haywood, Luis Miguel Hernandez Camacho, Aaron Zachary Herrera, Ethan Hicks, Tiffany Hong, Natalie Howe, Diane Ashley Hubbard, magna cum laude, Sarah Elizabeth Holtquist, cum laude, Shalonda Yvette Hunter, Liban Abdul Karim Hussein, Varik Montez Inzar, Danette Rochelle Jackson, Katrina Jackson, Tyler Charles Jacobs, Jessica Marie Johnson, Kiona Eldria Johnson, Kershonda Antoinette Johnson, Vivian Lolita Johnson, Amaris Juarez, Jiwon Jung, Carolyn Lucy Kamau, Samantha Kent, Dominique Chloe Kessley, Allison Nicole Legao, Arson Laishi, Guillaume Romain La Monarca, Maya LaRue, Zakishala Lopez, summa cum laude, Anne Marie Lowe, Nancy Lee, Carnot Frederic Makanagele, Margan Mackery, Jalandre Travarius McClanahan, Whitney Nicole McGowan, Shannon Marie Milburn, Jasmine Miner, Daniel Molina, Pauline Yvette Molinar, Remo Niaboke Mose, Crystal Lorene Munoz, Ramius Perzani Musasa, Chad Hastings Knack, Jude Abuna Nadudi, Angela Dawn Newell magna cum laude, Kimali Net, Mi Nguyen, Clifton Wade Odom, Mariana Ojeda, Adedoyan Omoladun Omidiran, Bawo Oyowe, Nancy Susan Pardo cum laude, Amberly Dawn Perry, Sierra M. Phillips, Deondra Piper, Rima Rashid, Julie Reinwald, Franklin Dion Richardson, Caitlin Rigdon cum laude, Allison Rourke, Jenna Sloan Robinson, Martell Robinson, Krista Rodriguez, Ana Ruiz, Gabrielle Rushton, Catherine Sanz, Suzanne Danielle Salas, Julia Marcela Sanchez. Maite Sanchez. Felicia Scott. Gerald Lynn Scripter. Samir Praveen Sethi. Megan Stanford. Clarissa Staples. Lucretia Renee Thompson. Eduardo Torres. Diana Mo Win Tran. Brenda Lee Trevino. Ana Vargas. Francisco Avier Vargas. Gerardo Venegas. Felicia Vergara. Andrew James Voles. Came out wrong. Tara Wallace. Jessica Lynn Walzer. Brian Odemba Wasonga. Mary Anna Watson. Michael Weckerlin. Lauren Teresa White, cum laude. Jenny Yang, magna cum laude. Julie Wilhelmsen. Cheryl Williams. Siobhan Monique Williams. Mina Wu. Frida Nareda Zavala. Sasha Ziegler. Shelby Zimolik. Brittany Hawks.
That's everyone. Congratulations all. Well, this day and this ceremony focuses on the graduates. We want to be sure to recognize the tremendous support these students have received from their loved ones, those who provided emotional, intellectual, and even financial support to enable them to reach this point. So graduates, please stand and join all of us in recognizing your parents, your grandparents, spouses, children, siblings, and friends. Please be seated. Graduates, upon completion of your degrees, UT Arlington is now your alma mater. At this time, will everyone please stand for the singing of the alma mater. The words are on the monitor and in your programs.
Through Faculty and guests, please be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. We are gathered here to share in the celebration of a transition in the lives of our students, the crossing of a symbolic threshold from students to learned members and leaders of society. You, our graduating students, represent our very best, and we expect that each of you will change the world for the better. Each of you has touched us in so many ways. We will miss you, yet we are happy that you are moving on to another chapter in your lives. On your shoulders now rests the responsibility for furthering the reputation of the University of Texas at Arlington by what you do and what you achieve from this day forth. And as you get ready to leave these hallowed halls, we ask that as alumni you stay connected and engaged with your alma mater. Come and visit us often. There will be no more tests, no exams, no late nights. Talk about your university affiliation with pride. Play a role in furthering our continuing drive for excellence and celebrate our future achievements just as we celebrate yours. We are now at the moment that you've been waiting for all these years, the celebration of your success and the achievement of a tremendous milestone. By virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System and delegated to the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective academic degrees for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Honored guests and members of the faculty, please join me in congratulating our graduates and the newest alumni of the University of Texas at Arlington.
Graduates, please remain standing. We'll invite you to participate in two important commencement traditions. First, for those graduates who received the official UT Arlington Maverick ring, you may now turn your ring so that UT Arlington faces outward. This symbolizes that you have earned your UT Arlington diploma and are ready to face the world. From this day forward, all who encounter you will recognize you as a graduate of the University of Texas at Arlington. Second, graduates who have earned master's and doctoral degrees, you changed your tassel from right to left when you received your bachelor degrees, and it will always remain on the left from this day forward. Bachelor graduates, you may now switch your tassels to the left side to signify that you can have completed all your graduate studies. I would like to congratulate all of the graduates again for your accomplishments and wish you continued success as you begin the next chapter of your lives. As our ceremony concludes, the graduates will follow behind the faculty using the center aisle to exit the arena. Graduates, please stay in line until you reach the outside exit onto Moritz Plaza. Guests, please remain seated until all graduates have exited the arena. You may exit by the north, northeast, or northwest doors and meet your graduates outside on the plaza and begin your family celebrations. Thank you all for your cooperation, and again, congratulations.